What's up, everybody? This is Randy, also known as C. Versity, the CEO of Best Coast Entertainment. Today, we're going to talk about how to set up your own tour from scratch. I've set up tours for artists from Wu-Tang to Dipset, West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, down south, you name it. Small venues, big venues, some Japan shows as well. So I do have a lot of experience, years of experience putting together local shows, national shows, small tours, big tours, etc. So let's get into it. One of the things that I've learned and one of the main money makers for myself has been throwing my own shows and tours from scratch instead of reaching out to these promoters and selling 100 tickets that they require or putting up all the hundreds of dollars that they be asking for, etc. So if you set up your own shows from scratch, you rent the venue, you hire your own, you book your own opening acts, and then you leave with whatever is left over from the door, which is usually a good amount if you plan this show right. So first, you have to secure the venue. You do that by calling some of the smaller venues in your city, a venue that has a capacity of 100, 200, 300 people. You call them up, you ask them for their slowest night. Chances are to be like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday situation. Tell them that you want 3-4 hours, that you're looking to book a showcase featuring local acts. They'll let you know how much it is. On average, if you're looking at 4 hours on a venue that's got 200-300 people capacity, your price range is going to be somewhere around maybe $200, $200 to $500, which isn't much. You want to book far enough out to where that you have enough time to do enough promo for the show, book enough opening acts for the show. You want to make sure that you have all the hours that you need. You really don't need more than about 3 or 4 actual hours. You're going to spend the first 2 to 3 hours booking just the local acts from the area, and the last hour for yourself. From like the first 30 minutes to the last hour for yourself. The last 30 minutes just straight music while people wind down and finish their drinks, and then your night is over. Now, when you go call these venues, they'll give you the rental fee, which I said is somewhere on average around $200, maybe closer to $5 if you're talking about like a big city on a slow night. Of that, you're gonna have to also worry about security, bar guarantee. The bar guarantee is the money that the bar makes from during your event. They're gonna tell you that this is the rental fee, and then here's the bar guarantee. The bar guarantee is what the bar has to make in order for them to consider it a good night. If they don't make that money, chances are it comes out of your door money. So whatever you make at the door or whatever your pre-sales are, things of that nature. Now I want to talk about the moving parts of your tour. So you're going to have the driver, the security, the DJ, your door person, and your showrunner. Chances are if you're just starting out, your budget might be kind of small. Your security and your driver can be the same person. They don't have to be a separate person. You really just need a couple guys that can pat the guys down at the door for weapons and search for any other things like narcotics, etc. Things that they shouldn't be bringing into the club. You need at least one woman that can look in purses and pat women down to make sure that they're not doing the same thing. The DJ, you want your own DJ so you can control the sound, how the artist's music is played, etc. Typically, I like to DJ my own events, so I don't have to pay out that extra expense of having a DJ there for 3 or 4 hours, but I'm actually a DJ, so I can do that. If you don't know how to DJ, I suggest finding you a local DJ. Chances are you can find one last minute on Craigslist for whatever fits your budget. There's plenty of them out there. You need your own door person that's collecting the money for you. I typically deal with pre-sales that are turned in like 2 hours before doors open, but sometimes you have people that didn't get a pre-sale, or you have venues that don't allow pre-sale tickets, so everything has to come through the door. You need to have your own door person collecting the money so the venue doesn't try to short you. You need a showrunner. You need someone that's going to be running around, making sure that the artists are on stage at their time, making sure that the music is turned in, if the artist isn't there, making sure that that they're there to call and text and see if the artist is coming, and just overall just making sure the show goes smooth while you sit back and handle some other things. Maybe you're dealing with security, you're getting into your artist mode, whatever. If I'm not DJing, I will be the showrunner. I try not to do both, but it takes a lot to do all of that. But if you don't have the budget to bring a whole team of people with you, definitely at least bring security, a driver, and a different person that can float back and forth. So if they're running the door, you got the DJ booth, y'all can swap real quick, etc. Expenses that you're looking at for your own tour, you're looking at transportation, hotels, food, and emergencies. Now, me personally, like a tour that I did a year ago in my home state, but I did the whole state, and I didn't rent a car, I took my own car. And while out on the road in the middle of nowhere, I caught 2 flat tires. Luckily I had AAA, but it's still a headache to get, towed out in the middle of nowhere. Things happen. So you can plan everything down to the last cent, but you can't, be prepared for things like that, like, flat tire. So you want to have some emergency money. In the sense of transportation, if you've got a big group of people, I suggest renting a van. I typically use Bandigo. They have shuttles within your budget for either a daily thing or a week. They have multiple cities that you can pick up and drop off at. I like to pick up the shuttles because they're roomy, they're spacious. You can take friends and family with you. There's Wi-Fi, there's an Xbox or a PlayStation. So if you've got kids and you want to tour with your fam, there's something for them to do on the road. Hotels, typically typically when it comes to booking rooms, I use a travel app like booking.com. You catch a lot of good deals, a lot of last minute deals. They let you know when the price changes. So find you a good app to book your hotels through. Make sure you're reading the fine print so you don't get caught up on the fees. I typically book my room as soon as I touch down in the city. So if I'm flying somewhere, while I'm looking at everything like on the plane, and I'm booking my room basically as soon as I step off the plane. I'm usually catching good deals. I don't think I've ever paid for a room that I got last minute where I felt like, I paid too much. Food, you're going to be hungry. That's obviously a must. Bring snacks, but try to be smart about what you're spending on food. Like before you know it, you could spend a lot of money just like on feeding yourself. So be smart, pack snacks, pack lots of high impact like energy bars, protein bars, things that'll keep you up and keep you with the nutrients that you're gonna need out on the road, because it's a lot of junk food out there, and one or two things are gonna happen. You're either going to lose a lot of weight from not eating right, or you're going to gain a lot of weight from eating a lot of the wrong things. So make sure that you really look into how you're handling your food while you're out on the road. Lastly, you're looking at how are you going to be handling your promo for your tour. Whether it's all local, just your state, or a national thing, you've got to handle promo from it on a multi-faceted angle. So you're looking at radio, street, club, and online. Radio-wise, look into all of the local radio stations that are in the genre that you're in. Contact them all and see what it takes for them to get a street team out to your event. Chances are the street team might have nothing to do, especially on a slow night. Once you get the street team there, you do all the networking you can to say, hey, this is my event. Just checking with them to see if they like it, make sure to get them a drink. And then, network from there on how to get your event or how to get your music into rotation while you've got actual radio people there. Street promo, posters don't cost that much. Flyers don't cost that much. It can be effective, especially if you're like in a slow town or it's a night where not much is going on. Make sure you hit the malls, hit all the high traffic areas, the colleges, the big poppin' boutique, the shoe stores, the places where all the girls get their hair and their nails done, etc. Flyer and sticker those areas for sure. It's not going to hurt you to do some promo. Make sure your contact information is on there. Email, number that they can text, Snapchat, Instagram. People like to contact you various different ways, and whichever way that they like, not the way that you think they're going to contact you. Online promo, get you some ads, some Facebook ads, some Instagram ads, some things that you can really get specific with your targeting. When it comes to these ads, all you need is $5 a day, and you start there and you can get specific on a specific area, a specific age range, a specific real demographic to what you're trying to reach based off of what your goals are. Whether you're trying to reach people that buy online, people that add to cart, people that go to websites from social medias, things of that nature. So it gets real specific. It's not going to kill you to waste $5 on a few days of doing some online promo, and you'll definitely see a change. Now, what I recommend is trying this whole formula out at one venue in your area, then trying it. If that goes well, what I recommend is trying this out at a local venue in your city. Then if it goes well, try one at a venue in the next city over. Then if that goes well, line up 3 or 4 shows until you can line up a week of shows, like it's about 5 shows in a week. And once you can do that, just do that every month. The first week of the month, boom, just tour 5 shows, and then spend the next 3 weeks doing promo for the next 5 shows in the next month or 2. As long as you can do that, and you've got a pocket of people in each major city that'll come out to these shows, you can keep some revenue going without being a mainstream artist. Like for myself, I've never been on the radio. I don't move a bunch of units. I'm not a high streaming artist, but guaranteed every couple months I can get out here and touch this road and make some change and come back home. So hopefully this video was very helpful to you. Hopefully you've tried out this formula, and you will come back into the comment section and let me know if it worked for you, if it didn't. I'm also available to help assist in setting up any kind of tours that you are thinking of doing, regional, national, international. Just go to our website, bestcoastent.com, fill out the contact form. We'll reach back out to you, and we'll sit down, we'll ask you some questions, see what your goals are for the next 3 to 6 months, and we'll get you out here on this road, and we can teach you how to successfully book your own tour without being a big mainstream artist. My name is Randy, also known as C. Bercy. Thank you. Have a nice day.